Okay, so I just made a little toy here. I just got a vacuum fluorescent display and a little circuit. It is a ring oscillator. It uses 4 tiny little MOSFETs. I mean 3. And there are 2 microfarad caps on each of the gates to ground. And then there are 50K resistors linking to each of the drains. And there are 2K resistors going up to B+, which is 24 volts. And the displays have a common cathode, which is grounded. The grids are the things that control which element light up. And they go through a resistor, through a brightness control, and then directly to the 24 volts. And then the plates, the anodes, go to the drain. So then, also, you have to have a filament for these of about 2 volts. So I just have this tiny little transformer and this big bunch of resistive wire, and I tap it off. And maybe if I turn off the lights, maybe you can see them glowing. So I'm going to plug it in, and instantly the display starts working. And you can choose whatever numbers you want. You can turn up the brightness really high, turn it down really low. I mean, this is actually pretty cool. I mean, I didn't know that these displays were this bright. I mean, really. I mean, that's just really, really bright. And then you can turn the brightness down and it gets dimmer, but it's still pretty bright. So, the reason you have to use 24 volts instead of like 5 or 6 or something is because these are mini fluorescent tubes, basically, like mini fluorescent lights. It's basically a vacuum tube with phosphor on the anode. And but instead of running on like 300 volts, these run on like 10 to 30 volts, I think. And they're just a little cool thing to play with. I mean, really, it took less than 5 minutes to... You can look inside the internal of the tube, and you can see where some of the pins connect. Like the got disconnected. Like, you can see the filament line really easily because all of the filaments are in parallel. How many are there? Like 10. There's like 10, and then over here there's a metal plate that they're all connected to. And you can see those going out directly. And then once you got that, you also know where the cathode is because the filaments on these are the cathode. So then after I did that, I connected the ground to the filament, and then I connected this to random places, and then I held on to the plus 24 volts, and I started touching various places where I could find the grid, maybe. And I found that these 6 wires here control the 6 different things on the display, and then these things over here control the different elements. So, I mean, this is pretty simple. I mean, it took 5 or 10 minutes to put all together. I mean, it's just really messy right now. I just want to make it work. I'll post a link to a better schematic in the description. So this is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.